If you live on or below the poverty line and times get tough, you have absolutely nothing to fall back on. That is currently the reality for more than 1/3 of people in developing countries. And since the vast majority live in rural areas and depend on agriculture for survival, they are especially vulnerable to environmental degradation, natural disasters, and rising food prices. Social protection is a series of policies designed to help vulnerable people around the world break this cycle of rural poverty and food and nutrition insecurity. Social protection can take many forms and can be very effective when combined with agricultural support. Like in Lesotho, where a government project called the Child Grant Programme, CGP, provides cash to help families take care of their children.
I'm taking care of 4 kids. And the main problem is that we have nothing because nobody in the family is working. We depend entirely on the child grant that we get from the council. Our homestead gardens have really helped us because now we grow more vegetables. Spinach is the best because it grows all year round.
The grant makes life slightly easier for Makompi and thousands of others like her, but it is access to healthy food on a daily basis that is really making a difference.
The grants that people normally get are not even enough to sustain a living for such households. So we see the agricultural inputs that these beneficiaries get as very important in trying to increase their access to food and actually proper nutrition, because it's mainly light crops and vegetables.
In Lesotho, FAO is working with the government and development partners to help farmers mitigate the impact of erratic weather patterns and raise the nutritional status of the poorest rural families. Agriculture is part of the school curriculum in Lesotho, and children at this secondary school are learning how to build a keyhole garden in their field. Especially designed to maximize use of rainwater and improve soil fertility, and easily built from locally available materials, this garden will be a precious source of vegetables and income.
Most people are not working, so we don't have money. And most of the kids are in our school, you'll find that they are orphans. So that means there is nobody who is providing them with money or who can provide them with food. So in school here, we are providing them with those basic skills in agriculture so that they can produce something at all.
It is tough work, but at least this is a safe way to get healthy food and even earn some money by selling some produce, which means these children don't have to resort to other riskier ways to survive.
My favorite subject in school is agriculture.
Mathematics.
Today I've learned about a keyhole garden, and it is important because through this climatic condition, it is helpful to us. Yeah.
And I think I can do agriculture, and I do it. We can eat the vegetables when we grow it. Yes, I like it. And I will do it.
But CGP beneficiaries are not just passive recipients of aid. Over time, social protection can help families become more productive and make more informed choices on how best to use their additional income.
The availability of cash only will certainly help in some aspects of the limited options of the families when they are poor or vulnerable. But when you combine the cash with adequate information on new agricultural techniques that are adapted to the climate change, for instance, then these programs can bring some alternatives that help them in concrete terms.
To successfully leverage the massive potential of social protection to help eradicate hunger and poverty by 2030, it must be well integrated into broader development strategies. Social protection can't solve all the problems faced by rural populations today, but it can play a key role in breaking the cycle of rural poverty, food and nutrition insecurity.